The Inspector General of Police, Mutyambai, is on the spot for failing to fully implement President Uhuru Kenyatta's order to arrest those flouting the Covid-19 safety rules, regardless their rank and status in the country. Almost 3 months later, Mutyambai's actions seem to have reduced the president's order to a mere suggestion. Vincent Odor looks at why the IG and his officers, while upholding and shielding illegalities, are part of the dangerous dance with death.
Forthwith, the Inspector General of Police shall ensure that his officers spare no Mheshimiwa, no individual, irregardless of social status or rank, who is either out after curfew without being an essential worker, or who flaunts the health protocols that have been set out.
That was on the 27th of July, after an increase of incidents where the high and mighty were openly, brazenly flouting the COVID-19 mitigation rules, from the president to his deputy to the health cabinet secretary, as well as the ODM party leader Raila Odinga. These came after the directive to avoid political gatherings, a rule which is not among those lifted. Regardless of the order, top political leaders in the country have continued to organize and attend public gatherings and political rallies where social distancing and wearing of masks have been disregarded. Powerful leaders, top state officers and highly connected individuals have continued to have their way in broad daylight with the knowledge and approval of the police, and in some cases, the Inspector General, Mutyambai. But Mutyambai and his officers seem to have chosen to selectively implement the president's order, depending on those involved. The head of state's directive has been reduced to an announcement for public knowledge and not for implementation, which is an assault on the country's constitution. In Western region, the police have in some cases tear-gassed and disrupted political gatherings held by leaders considered to be critical of President Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga in the name of enforcing the COVID-19 safety measures. On the contrary, police provide protection and support to the illegalities committed by leaders allied to the handshake duo as they host gatherings and events which are in breach of the law. The deputy president and many of his allies as well have also been enjoying the freedom to trample on the same constitution that they swore to uphold and protect, while the police ensure the illegalities sail through peacefully. However, Mutyambai and his officers who have failed to implement the president's order are party to the possible infections and even deaths, as they have presided over the exposure that the law seeks to shield the people from. Some officers have revealed to NTV that they are subjected to intimidation by the Waheshimiwa, and it becomes easier for them to overlook the law and let it pass. The recent chaos and running battles witnessed in Murang'a during Deputy President William Ruto's visit has seen Mutyambai appear to have a curious approach, as the initial alert was issued on social media as a directive that MPs Ndindi Nyoro and Alice Wahome should be tracked and arrested immediately for mobilizing goons. Then hours later, it becomes a summon for them to present themselves to the Nyeri DCI offices.
Wacha kututisha hapo ukituita uko Murang'a, uko Nyeri. Namna gani wewe bwana? You better go back to school with your police officers. If you do not have the people who came here to disrupt a function that is presided over by the deputy president, second in command in this country.
I have not received any summons.
Mutyambai's apparent biased application of the law and biased effecting of directives are likely to have contributed to leaders being dismissive of him and consider him a pushover.